Hello and welcome to the Google Drive Google Suite STEM Lab tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to access our shared STEM Lab Drive, Google Suite, and even the LA Handbook document. So to start, let's go ahead and log in. We're going to go ahead and click these 9 dots here, and then access the drive. Now our drive is a collection of all of the documents, slides, sheets, and other items that we've accessed recently. But for the STEM Lab drive, we're specifically going to click Shared Drives so that we can see what drives have been shared with us. If you're a learning assistant, the STEM Lab drive will be shared here. Go ahead and double click this to come in. Then you can see some of our latest documents, and the LA Handbook is right here. So now that we've accessed our shared drive, let's go ahead and look at some of the options that Google Suites has. If you look at your dashboard here, you have your documents, sheets, everything you need is contained in your drive. We have Google Calendar, which the STEM Lab leadership will be assigning you meetings through, and we have Google Forms, which you'll be using several times throughout the year. The most important aspects of the Google Drive are your account and its settings, Gmail, the drive, docs, sheets, slides, calendar, and forms. We've already been over your Gmail briefly and the drive, so now let's take a look at the calendar. This is the Google Calendar, which you'll use for all of your scheduling needs. Google Calendar is what our Learning Assistant program is reliant on to make sure that we have all of our scheduling put together and that we all know where we're going to be. For example, here's a meeting I have with Michelle. Since I've accepted the invitation for this meeting, it's blue. You always want to accept your meetings because it's important that the other people in the meeting know that you're going, and this will give them an RSVP to let them know your status. If you are not going to attend a meeting, you need to discuss it with the supervisor and let them know where you'll be. It's important to check Google Calendar often because we receive a lot of meetings and necessary information from Google Calendar and Gmail, so try to check them both about twice a week. So the next thing we'll look at will be going to be Google Forms. Here's an example of a time that I worked on Google Form. I have my exam study session times right here, and then a series of questions so that people can pick what times work best for them. Here's the list of responses I got. You can see, you kind of get a pie chart and a list of data and what works for people. You can also look at what answers there were for individual responses. And then if you go to settings, you can see all the different setting options and make choices based on what you need for that form. You can hit this blank here and it will start a new form. Generally speaking, people are familiar with docs, sheets, and slides, but I will just say that docs is a collection of all of your Google documents, and it shows you really quickly all the things you've recently been working on so that you can reopen them. Sheets is similar to an Excel spreadsheet. It gives you a list of all of the spreadsheets that you've been working on recently, if you have any open. And finally, slides is the recent slideshows that you've created, and it also allows you to create new ones if you would like to. I hope that this brief overview of Google Drive and Google Suites has been helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. Thank you.